Guys, welcome back to my new Jeep JK. I've now got a ham radio in here thanks to a little bit of compromise and a lot of ingenuity. This time on K6UDA radio. So I've had this Jeep now for almost exactly a month, and I've done a lot of upgrades to it since I've had it. One of those upgrades though that I was kind of struggling with was comms and the ham radio that I wanted to put in here. Now I knew I was gonna put something in here, just didn't know what or how. And the original plan was to put the Retivus RT95 back in here, but really with the size of that and the size of the screen, it really only made sense to me to do it in one location. My friends, in order to properly tell this story, we got to travel a little bit back in time to June at NVCon. Guys, real soon with this new Yaesu radio that I just spent money on. All right, my friends, I told you when I was in Nevada that I picked up one of these FT2s. I said I was going to do a review on this thing, and here's my review. 2 days later, I sent this radio back. I'm borrowing this one. I gotta say, Yaesu, this radio, as excited as I was to pick this thing up and buy this, and I truly intended to use this as kind of a daily driver. Using this thing is kind of a pain in the ass, but programming it was a whole new level of pain. You see, for 2 hours I tried to get the Yaesu drivers to load up on my VMware copy of Windows on my Mac. And I know Yaesu will probably say, well, you gotta buy a Windows machine, but let me tell you something, my friends. I can load that program up, I could load the drivers up for damn near any DMR radio out there, and those are $100 radios. Yaesu, you should be able to provide some drivers that will load up on my Mac running Windows under VMware or Boot Camp or whatever. I mean, hell, I was able to do it with my friend's FTM 400, which, by the way, I love. Let's just be honest, dude. You're not getting that radio back, my friend. But this one, Yaesu, I give you a big fail for the price and for what it is. I had wished I had tried the FT70. That might have been a better radio for the dollar. At $400, I expected a lot more out of this radio than I got. I know you guys that are FT2 fans, you're going to disagree with me. And that's fine. My experience, I expected a whole lot out of the box for a $400 to $500 radio. For this kind of money, I really expect this kind of performance, these kinds of features that I get out of the Kenwood. I wasn't gonna plop down $400 for a radio that was a huge compromise. So I sent it back. Now, I promised you guys a Yaesu Fusion review, and I intend to do it, but I don't have that radio anymore. So what I ended up doing is I borrowed a Yaesu FTM 400 from a friend, Jeff. And the bad news for Jeff is, Jeff, you're not getting that radio back. The good news is I found a new radio to stick in the Jeep with a really cool installation. So now, let's go see the install. I knew I wanted to mount the radio body under the passenger seat, so I went over to a buddy's house who has a machine shop, and I had him fabricate a bracket that would fit between the seat rails under the passenger seat, lifting the radio body above the floor in case it got wet. Now my buddy is a master fabricator and he overbuilds everything, so this is really built very well. It will not flex pretty much no matter what. The bracket fits nice and tight between the two stationary seat rails and gives a great mount. Now it's time to mount the antenna and power. This lip is a lot different from the TJ. This is going to fit right in. The same diamond antenna mount is plug and play here. I simply bolted it to the location where I wanted it. The next step was to fish wires for the antenna and power through the firewall into the cabin. That was very easy thanks to the little access hole that Jeep provides. I always run my ham radio power directly to the battery and fuse everything individually. All the wiring was routed under the dash, under the carpet to the seat location, and I used these waterproof connectors. The radio body is tucked up under the seat and it'll remain nice and dry even if I get a little bit of water on the floor. The on-dash install looks very, very clean. I took the stock mount and modified it slightly to the contours of the dash. There's just a single wire that tucks back behind the dash and looks very, very clean. This unit has APRS and Wires X. So, hey, I could talk here with geeks and Jeeps. So guys, I hope you liked this video. I hope you found it a little bit entertaining and a little bit informative. If you did like this video, please give it the thumbs up. And if you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button right now. It's right below you. I'm going to do a whole lot of videos showing some of the mods that I've made to this new Jeep JK. I'm going to do that now on my other channel, Safety Third Films. Go give that one a look, and we'll see you next time. I'm Bob, K6UDA, and I'm out of here. 7-3.